truck at me.
Why?
To chop it up with him real quick.
Too bad on no yet.
Stop lying, boy. Somebody come to shoot this bitch up. Tell the nigga here where he at.
Thought your ass was dead, boy.
Me too.
Need a job or something?
What the look like coming back to work for your goofy ass, nigga?
What you want?
You already know I'm coming. We can go to what, a day, tomorrow, whenever I do. I was coming back for my shit.
That's cool. If I kill you, I'm gonna bury the body myself.
I'm gonna remember that.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love the Shy, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today, we're going to be talking about the Shy Season 7, Episode 3. This is the recap. Now I'm going to try my best to focus on all the key elements of this episode. If I miss anything, you guys let me know down below. But what did y'all think about Episode 3? Your boy Reg has finally made his return. Of course, I've been talking about this for quite a while, and you already know I made videos over the past couple weeks talking about I believe he will be making that return. And of course, he came back in this episode, and he did not waste any time at all. He still had that same negative energy. I did see some of you guys talking about Reg did not learn anything. He ain't changed. He's going to mess up Jake's life. He's going to get somebody killed. Well, you guys are right. You know what I'm saying? He definitely about to get somebody hurt for sure. And he was not playing around at all. And I did like his dialogue as far as some of the things that he was talking about, because he pretty much was saying the same stuff that a lot of fans have been talking about when it comes to this show over the past 5 years. And I already know they put that in there purposely because a lot was said over the past 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we never saw him get buried, and we never saw his body 100% gone. That was one of the main things that we've been talking about for quite a while. And even after they said he was gone, your boy Barton, who plays Reg, made this tweet back in 2020, and he said y'all crying over Reg like y'all actually saw him get buried or on an obituary. And your girl Lena Waithe, she also made a post, and she said if you didn't see a funeral, how you know he dead? So this is all back in 2020. You know what I'm saying? This is around the time that season 3 aired, and a lot of fans was talking. But I've been making videos about this since then, about him, you know, of course, leaving the show. And even before that, back in season 2, when he got shot up, I did not think he was dead at all. You know what I'm saying? But apparently a lot of people did. A lot of people was telling me I was clickbaiting, I'm trolling, I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, I guess I do know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Because your boy is back. And I understand he ain't been here since season 2. But as I told you, they love bringing back OG characters. Remember Q from season 1? He came back in season 5. So it goes to show you they have a history of bringing back people from those earlier seasons. And once again, we have to remember, it's TV. If you don't see somebody 100% for sure get taken out, it's always a high chance that they could return to the show. And I did see a lot of fans talking about, well, if Reg made a return, that means Brandon could make a return. I mean, TV logic, I guess, because we never saw his body. We just saw the funeral and, of course, the casket. It was a closed casket, but we never saw him 100% up out of here. So that's on the writers and how they want to continue this story. But man, this episode to me was very good. We're going to talk about it. I want you guys to let me know how y'all felt about episode 3. We're going to hop right into it. So what did we see in episode 3 titled More Life? Now the episode starts out with your boy Reg making his return to the city, and they don't waste any time at all. I was happy about that. I was thinking we may see him by the end of the episode, but they like, hell nah. We starting off as soon as the episode begins. And I've been noticing this season that they're not really dragging a lot of these storylines. They getting straight to the point. When it comes to Reg, I was definitely happy about him making that return, and we did not have to wait too long to actually see it was him. We know Jake was in shock when he saw his brother. Of course, everybody thought he was dead, and we know Reg told Jake, did you see anybody put me in the ground? And that's when Jake told him no, and of course he told him then I wasn't dead. And it goes back to the same tweets that Barton put out back in 2020 about us actually seeing him get buried in his body. We didn't see anything, so I like how they put that in there. Now, of course, he is telling Jake that he wants to know who is in control because he is back. He wants to take over Chicago. And Jake is like, really? Like, what the hell you talking about? Ain't no way in the hell that's about to happen. And it seems like your boy Reg ain't learned from his mistakes, but it seems like he don't give a damn. And we know Jake asked him why did he come back. He said that he heard that Duda was dead. And this is what I was talking about. I had a feeling that's what he was waiting on. And Jake did ask him why didn't he come back and do it. And we know Reg told him it was not worth the risk. Now this part right here was very funny to me. We know Victor ended up coming to the apartment. Jake told him that somebody was there. Victor's like, man, you acting like you done seen a damn ghost. Like, what's going on? Your boy Reg comes out from the back and he tells Victor, like, look, so I heard you try to replace me. And then he tells him, like, I heard you like niggas. And then after that, he told him, I ain't with all that gay shit. So this whole thing to me was kind of like an Easter egg, because if you know the history of why Reg ended up leaving, this conversation right here makes sense. I know a lot of the fans was talking about this, talking about Victor, talking about some of the things that he was doing as far as his storyline and who he messes with. And we know the Reg character ain't going for that. So Victor ain't playing. He's like, look, since you running your mouth, how about I just punch you? He punched him in the face, and your boy Reg was like, well, I can take a punch now. Now, of course, Jake, he has to break it up. And then all the brothers, they sit down, they smoke, they chop it up. And at the end of the day, they love each other. We know Victor said, look, I know you on that mess, but I'm glad that you're still alive. And it seems like things are going to be okay. But then again, we know your boy Reg is on that mess. We know Victor did tell him, don't bring any drama to Jake's spot, which we know that's going to happen. We know that your boy Reg will be staying with Jake, and you already know it's going to be some issues. And I like how your boy Reg told Victor, so what you afraid I'm going to steal your shine? And that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know with Reg being around, that's all the fans really going to be talking about for real. To be honest, that's all I really wanted to see. But of course, we still have other storylines, so let's talk about them. Now we get to the baby shower. We know Keisha and Tiffany, are about to have these kids. 6 months later, of course, your boy Nuck is still showing that support to Tiffany. Alicia ain't really liking it. Your girl Tracy, she is ready to get those cheeks clapped. You know what I'm saying? She's back. And it seems like she is trying to, finally get over this whole Duda stuff. And it's time for her to mingle. Now we get to Tiffany and Keisha and of course EJ. And it seems like the two have a disagreement on the parenting style for EJ. We know EJ has been staying full time with Keisha and Emmett. So of course Keisha, she is stepping up to try to make sure that he is getting the right parenting. And we know your girl Tiffany ain't really having that. You know what I'm saying? She's talking about he can just go play his video game, whereas Keisha did not want him to do that. She wanted him to go out and just play with the other kids. And we know Tiffany, she was not feeling that, telling Keisha, look, that's my son at the end of the day. And Keisha's telling her, well, you told us to help you watch him full time. They kind of go back and forth. We know Tiffany did tell Keisha that she is good as far as her life because she has Emmett, and that basically she is going through a lot because she has nobody. You know what I'm saying? Making it seem like Keisha is living the best life. That's because she is seeing how Emmett has stepped up. She is seeing their relationship, and she's probably wishing like, man, I wish I can have that, but I don't. Rob ain't here anymore, and now I got to watch all this unfold right here in front of my face. And at the same time, she's like, man, my son EJ, he may end up forgetting about me for real because now he's with Emmett and Keisha full time, and you can tell that's kind of getting to her. So she's just going through a lot of emotions. You can tell just by the hug that she gave Emmett, and she pretty much told him she needed that. Your boy Emmett is like, what the hell is going on? He can't wait until these babies drop. That way, these emotions and these mood swings can die down a tad bit. But man, this whole thing with Tiffany and Keisha, I think is far from over, and I will not be surprised if it continues to get worse. Now we get to Alicia and Bakari, and she's like, look, I know this scholarship is not going to pay your room and board, so who you staying with? He tells her he is staying with somebody that she does not know, and I'm like, man, what the hell is going on? And this lets me know that maybe Alicia would have looked out for him as far as his room and board. I told you guys, But Corey don't need to be staying with no damn Nuck. He should have just took Professor Gardner's advice and stayed on campus. And I believe that he could have got help with that too. But he gonna end up seeing that staying with Nuck probably is not the best move. And y'all know if he was staying on campus, he would have never ran into your boy Jake and of course Reg at the end of the episode. Now we get to Tiffany's ginger reveal and we find out that she's gonna be having a boy. Of course, Alicia is happy as hell because to her, that's baby Rob Jr. in her eyes. Now, your boy Emmett, he's kind of upset because he wanted to have a reveal, but Keisha, she did not want to do it, so the two agree to just wait. And then we get to Emmett's baby's moms, and they're talking about how they pretty much squashed their beefs in order to take care of these kids. Keisha, she's like, look, we got to support Tiffany as well. Know what I'm saying? We have to be her village because she's about to have a child and his father is not here, so she would need all the support. They also talk about how the school system don't really give a damn about our kids like that. I mean, they're so quick to diagnose them with something, prescribe them with some type of medication, and call it a day. And Keisha's just talking about how you pretty much got to go out there on your own and make sure that your kids are okay as far as school, as far as education. You got to teach them and do things on your own. You cannot depend on the system. I like how they put that in there because this is a very true topic of discussion. Y'all know how it be. Now, we get to Jamal and Dom. Now, we know Jamal, he does not want to have sex right now. He is trying to wait it out because he feels like it could mess things up. And we know Dom, she's a freak. But now she has decided to just hold off. And she's going to see if this new approach will actually work out for her and, of course, Jamal. Now, we get back to Reg and Jake. And, of course, they're kicking it with Hannibal. Now, Hannibal knew the whole time that Reg was alive, but he did not say anything. He was just looking out for Reg. Now, of course, Hannibal does tell Reg about his shroom business and how the money is like a slow burn. Reg is like, man, I need, you know what I'm saying, money fast. He ain't playing around. He's trying to get back to it. Jake tells him that he, of course, has his own business selling clothes. And your boy Reg tells him that sounds kind of gay. And Jake is like, look, I'm making good money, you know, good enough to pay my rent, and I have a little bit left over. Your boy Reg's like, man, look, forget all that. You know what I'm saying? You can make more money with me hustling. Jake tells him that he is cool. You know what I'm saying? He likes what he is doing. Your boy Reg flips out, grabs him, throws him up against the refrigerator, and tells him, look, you ain't about to pick that weak ass business over me. You know what I'm saying? I'm your brother. You the only thing that I got. And basically, he wants him to stick by him. And it's quite obvious that Reg wants things to be like it used to be with him, you know, controlling Jake and feeling like he's in control of everything. But of course, he's not. Jake is a grown man, but he feels like he can go in and have this type of control, which is going to yield some very negative consequences real soon. Now we get to Pastor Zeke. He's in the church preaching, talking about how you should be waiting to have sex and all this stuff, and that you need to be married. You need to save yourself, close your legs and all this stuff. I mean, he's up here preaching and we know he ain't practicing what he's preaching. I mean, let's just be honest. We know your girl Dom and of course Jamal, they're at church as well. And you can tell Dom ain't really feeling it. Your girl Tracy, she's out there the whole time, Charles. He is staring her down. Y'all know he cannot wait to make his move on her. And of course, that's exactly what ends up happening after service ends. And your boy Charles, he says a prayer for Tracy. He holds her hand. And y'all know he is hoping and praying that he gets the chance to clap those cheeks as well. But we know Keith, he gonna get his prayers answered in this episode. Now we get to Gemma and Brittany. They're at the studio. And of course, Gemma is telling Brittany, like, look, she knows a guy from New York that owns a label, whatever, and he can help them out as far as the music. Then we end up seeing the guy, and he tells Brittany that he is willing to help her out as far as her sound. And the only thing is, they have to move to New York. You know what I'm saying? The music business has changed. A lot of different things are going on. They talk about they don't have the funds. He says maybe they can get like an advance from the label and they should be good. So Brittany and Gemma will be moving together to New York. Now we get to Tiffany and Nuck, and they go to visit Hannibal, and they make a deal with him as far as, you know, shrooms. We know they're going to be selling this at the lounge. And I was hoping that Tiffany would not be kicking it with Nuck like that, but of course that's not happening. She is hanging out with him a little bit more, and Nuck is making sure he's getting real close to your girl Tiffany. The question is, how far will this whole relationship go between the two? And then we get to your girl Keisha. She is having her final scene with Maisha's character. letting her know to make sure that she's just not going out there for Kevin, that she is going out there for herself. And she tells Keisha that she would have better opportunities out in LA with the whole photography thing. So she should be good. Know what I'm saying? She ain't trying to do a long distance relationship. So your girl Maisha is ready for the next chapter of her life. She is ready to spread her wings. Another OG character that's leaving the show. But I believe Maisha's character may end up returning maybe by the end of the season or even in season 8. We shall see. Now we get to Alicia and Tiffany, and Alicia is telling Tiffany maybe they should name the baby after Rob. But Tiffany is like, man, he is my son. Of course, I'm going to make that decision. And we know Alicia is like, well, that's my grandchild. You living here with me. She feels like she needs to have some type of control over this. And we know Rob did not have any say-so in this at all. He's not here. And she just wants that name to carry on to her grandchild. And y'all know Tiffany is talking about she's going to think about it. But at the end of the day, that is very understandable as far as the whole name thing. But we know Alicia is very controlling, and that's going to continue to cause issues between the two. Now we get to Pastor Zeke. He's in his office kicking it with Sarah, getting his freak on. Know what I'm saying? Having a good old time. Now Charles walks up in there. He's like, what the hell is you doing? You up here not practicing what you preach, and this ain't a good look. If they find out, if the people find out what you're doing, it's pretty much over for you. Know what I'm saying? You messing around with a white girl. Like, what the hell is going on? On top of that, I believe your boy Pastor Zeke did say that his divorce is pretty much over with and he can pretty much do what he wants to do. But still, you was telling everybody else that they need to get married before they do anything. And you up here looking like you's about to sit up here and contradict yourself. So, I mean, Charles is just warning you, because if, or not even if, when you slip up, Charles is going to slip right in and take your spot. But Pastor Zeke had me cracking up. Your boy Charles up here talking about you need to practice what you preach. He called that boy Barry White. Now we get to Jake and your boy Reg, and man, once again, your boy Reg is reliving the past. He's like, look, get the hell up out this car, go to the passenger seat. He takes control over the G-Wagon. And then he asks Jake, what do he know about Nook? And Jake tells him he knows who his right hand is. Of course, that is Bakari. And of course, Jake is going to tell him exactly where to go and of course, meet up with him. Now, we get to Dom and Jamal. And Jamal, he is thinking about getting married. He's like, look, I can't take it no more. Know what I'm saying? I got to get up in that. Now, of course, Dom tells him, yes, that she will marry him. It does seem like things are kind of getting rushed with this storyline. But then again, it has been a 6-month time jump. So I'm eager to see how it's all going to play out. I just feel like something bad is going to happen for this relationship. And then we get to your boy Jake and Gemma. We know Gemma, she is crying because she's going to New York. She tells Jake, would he wait for her or whatever? Jake is like, hell nah. Know what I'm saying? That's not happening. We know Jake still has love for Gemma, but the two, they got to move on. Know what I'm saying? It is kind of sad, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, she has to go do what she needs to do for her life, and Jake is going to do what he needs to do for his life. And then we get to the fellas. They're out eating. And of course, Marcus tells the guys, like, look, Gemma is moving to New York. And we know they tell him if that was their daughter, they will be going to New York as well. So Marcus is all in his head, but we know he will be going to New York with his daughter as well. And of course, as I told you guys, they're just clearing out a lot of these characters because a lot of new characters are coming into the show. And of course, your boy Reg is here. So we're going to see how everything develops. Now we get to your boy Jackie Long. He is back as Keith, and he hits it off real quick with your girl Tracy. Of course, Tracy and Jada, they're there eating. And then all of a sudden, we know that Tracy and your boy Keith, they end up talking pretty much until the place closes. The next thing I know, your boy Keith is clapping those cheeks. I'm like, damn. All he had to say was he was locked up, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? It's like an instant key to those cheeks. I know if I ever met Tracy, all I got to say is I did 8 years in the box. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? And it's on and popping. Now, we get to the party. It's Maisha, of course, Gemma, and hell, even Marcus. It's their going away party. They're going to New York. Everybody is kicking it, having a good old time. And it's just probably calm before the storm, know what I'm saying? Because we know things are about to get real turned up this season because Reg is back, and y'all know he's about to create all types of different issues for everybody. Now Victor decides to go with Tiffany to her Lamaze class, and he's just trying to give her that support that she needs. He tells her, look, lean on me. Know what I'm saying? I'm Joe Clark. Just lean on me. I'll be there for you. Don't worry about it. And it seems like Tiffany may end up taking his advice. Know what I'm saying? Because she was smiling. So maybe this whole thing with Tiffany and Victor may be a little bit more serious as the season continues to air out. Now we get to Tiffany and Emmett, and she's telling him that he's a better partner now that they're not together. And he's like, look, I'm just trying to be there for you. I am growing. And we know Tiffany lets him know, look, make sure that EJ does not forget about her. Know what I'm saying? And she's just going through a lot of emotions. And y'all know Emmett, he will step up to the plate and make sure he's going to be there for her. But he does have a conversation with EJ, letting him know that Mom's is going through a lot right now. And we need to be there for her to help her hold some of that weight. He tells him, look, do you want to write a note for your mom? And he says, yeah. So y'all know they end up doing that for Tiffany. But man, Emmett's growth has been real good. I mean, as a father, he has stepped up so much, especially since the first season. Now we get to the end of the episode. Your boy Jake takes Reg to go see Nuck. We know Bakari is staying with Nuck, so he answers the door. Now Bakari was like, look, I don't know where Nuck is at. He's not really trying to tell him at all. Reg, he bust up in there like, look, stop playing around. We ain't about to come up here and shoot it up. Know what I'm saying? And the look on Bakari's face, he was pissed off. And then out of nowhere, we know Nuck, he walks up. He's like, man, I thought you was dead. We know Reg told him, hell, I thought I was dead too. Now Nuck does ask him like, look, what you looking for, a job? And we know Reg got pissed off. He's like, what do I look like working for your goofy looking self? Know what I'm saying? He wasn't playing. Now Nuck is like, look, so what you want? And your boy Reg said he wants the mob. He wants to take control over the 63rd Street mob. And Nuck ain't having it. He's like, hell nah, I run this. It ain't going down. And we know Reg told him he can run the organization better. The two go back and forth. Your boy Reg is like, look, we can go to war today, tomorrow. It don't really matter. It is on and popping. And we know Nuck tells him, get the hell out, you and your brother. And he said, if I kill you, I'm going to make sure I bury you myself. And then your boy Reg gives him that look and he tells him, I will remember that. So you already know what time it is. This war, this civil war within the 63rd Street mob is about to get real crazy. Now Nuck, he believes he is running everything, but don't be surprised if some members of the 63rd Street mob end up siding with your boy Reg. Now I did see a lot of you guys talking about Reg. He doesn't have an army or anything built up. He's very reckless. He is making the same mistakes. And it does seem like that, but I am waiting to see what else he has in store. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure there's some tricks up his sleeve. If he's coming back this aggressive, I'm thinking that he got something, planned. And I believe as these episodes air out, we will see exactly what he is talking about. But what we know for sure is he's about to cause all types of problems for everybody. And we know Nuck, he has a weakness, and that is his son. You know what I'm saying? Now, Reg, he loves his brother Jake. He don't want nothing happening to him. So that is his weakness. So this war is about to get crazy. I believe Bakari and Jake, they're going to be cool down the line. As of right now, it will be kind of shaky, but I think they will end up squashing it. And as I told you, your boy Nuck, he does have a heart. I understand that Nuck, he be catching bodies, but he does have a heart, and it does seem like he's actually trying to change and do the right thing, but the street life will continue to call him. And your boy Reg is ready to go to war, and it does not seem like he really gives a damn, know what I'm saying? But this whole thing is about to get crazy. Maybe Big Mike's character will make a return. Of course, we've been talking about his character as well. He was the one that dragged Reg up out of there when he got shot. So I believe more details will come out very soon about all the things that Reg has been through. And I'm pretty sure there's some things that we don't know about. So I'm eager to see what's going to happen next. But man, it was good to see the return of the OG. Reg, he is here. And if Reg never left, characters like Nuck, Bakari, who knows? And of course, Treg, they might not even be on the show. Or if they was on the show, they probably wouldn't be in the position that they're in right now within the story. But I guess we will never know. But down below, I want you guys to let me know, how did you feel about episode 3? Are you ready for what's next? Leave it all down below. Y'all let me know. I will catch you guys over the weekend for more videos of The Chi Season 7. But I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.